الآن يمكنكم المشاركة في مبادرة الأيام الرقمية تحت شعار انطلق بقوة مع جوجل، والتي يتناول فيها خبراء جوجل عناوين جديدة أسبوعيا مثل السحابيات، مهارات من جوجل، أندرويد، فلتر، ذكاء الآلة، فايربيس، ديزاين ثينكينج، مقسمة إلى دورات وورشات عمل يومية بالإضافة إلى مسابقات أسبوعية. شاهد الأيام الرقمية مباشرة على اليوتيوب وشارك رأيك وأسئلتك مع خبراء جوجل، واحصل على شهادة حضور في كل محاضرة تشترك فيها. هذا وأكثر من الأحد إلى الخميس ابتداء من الساعة 9 بتوقيت دبي عبر الرابط المبين youtube.com/gdgmena.
Hello. First, my name is Bassem Karbia. I am a Flutter Tunisia lead and a software engineer. Now I work as a Flutter team lead in Landex. It's a startup located in Estonia. So today we will see our session together with the title of Create Your Flutter Widgets with Atomic Design. So if anyone have any question, he ask directly. I don't like to have a part in the final of the session with the QA. So if you have any question, ask it directly and I will answer you. So let's start with the first slide. What is exactly atomic design? So atomic design, it's a methodology of creating design system and the creator of the atomic design give us 5 levels to distract the view. This I will explain with this screen. This is the last screen of my work, and I will explain with it later. So, as I said, the creator of atomic design give us 5 levels to create a view. The first is atoms, and all of us know that all things in the world is created with atoms. Atoms is the smallest thing you can found in the water, in the bottle, table, anything is composed with atoms. So the atoms is the smallest thing you found in the interface. As you can see here, the box of text, yellow box, this, or this text, or this icon, all of them are they are atoms. And then molecules. Molecules is a group of atoms. For example, here we found this is molecules is composed from atoms. The text here, the icon, the title of the product. Organism is a group also of molecules, and as you can see here, all this section we can call him as an organism. And then we have template and page. We will do later an example with coding because I believe the things will be easy and smoothly understandable with coding example. We'll do that later. Just we have to make a small introduction so you can find yourself easily. So as you said before, the organisms there is templates and page. The page there are this. All this is a page, and we can say a template. It's a page but without data, and page is a template with data. And I really don't think that they are the difference with two of them in Flutter because when the atomic design appear, it appear with React and there is HTML, and this is what we tell that template. It's on a page without data. So then, in the official website of Atomic Design, the creator of Atomic Design said that we are not designing page, we are designing a system of components. So let's see together what is the design system exactly. Design system is the source of truth of your code. You can find, for example, styles, colors, reusable component. And when you group all of them, this is the page that you create. So the design system is very important to have in your application. And when you have an entire design system, it will help you create a scalable application. So then, why is atomic design? I mean, why I have to work with atomic design, or I have to work with any design system? To be honest, it's not required to work with any design system or exactly atomic design. You can choose any design system, or you can create a design system for uh, yourself. But uh, as I know, I have many experience in mobile and web development. And when I start development, I start creating spaghetti code, and then I found myself that I can improve this code to create a scalable application. So it's very important to have a design system in your application. For example, when you have a design of an application, and you will develop it in a mobile or web solution. The first thing to do is not to create the first page or start coding. So you have to see all the screens of your design, and also understand clearly the flow of the application, because it helps you create scalable and understandable code. And then you have to see what widget in this design has to be reusable, what params I have to pass in any widget. So don't start coding directly. This is my first session in the MENA days. We will organize many other sessions. I have 3 sessions in this digital days. The first, it's about creating design, but then we will talk about how to make the minimum. What is the minimum to architect your project? Because there is minimum you have to do to architect your project. We'll talk about them later, but in this session we will concentrate just to how to create UI with atomic design, and you can create a reusable widget. Okay, so here I think I explain this. Atoms, it's are the basic widget. Molecules, it's a group of atoms. Organisms are a combination of molecules, and pages is what we see finally. So let's build our application now. This is the application. It's very easy, and very easy screen to create. We will try to make it now. It's really very easy. This is why I don't want to create a complex one because it will take time, and also it will be complex to understand it clearly. This is why I create this. As you can see here, this is one page composed from organisms, molecules, and atoms. So if you see my VS Code, yes, I think yes. If one of you confirm that you see my VS Code, please. Okay. So this is the project that I create with the command Flutter create project, but I make some cleaning to make it clean. We will start creating our design. So as I said, the first thing is to understand clearly what is your component and what you have to do exactly. This is really very easy to create, but I will compose here. I will create for the first time. I will create folders like atoms. In molecules, and organisms. Okay, you don't have to do that, and also it's not very useful to create for any widget atoms folder of atoms, molecules, and organisms. I just do that for the first time, so it will be more clear the logic of atomic design. And then when you are comfortable with it, you will create atoms and molecules and organisms with yourself, and with you don't have to create folders like that. So the first thing we have to create for now, as you can see, this container, this small container, it's an icon with a border. So it's an atom. So let's start create, for example, icon atoms, icon atom one. Okay. As you can see here, there is two of them. So I will tell you how to think when you create your widget. We have to make an icon and also the color of the border, and the padding as parameters. So it's the icon widget. The first thing you have to import material or any other to make this understandable. So we have a container with icon. Okay, so the first let's create the first time our parameters. Uh, there is a question: what is the best language to learn and have a future? Okay, I will answer that. Just 1 minute. I have to finish this. So we have to pass a widget as widget type widget as icon. And then we make it final. Then have to pass a color for the border. Okay, have to pass it as here. It's required, of course. This one icon, and then file this one. Okay, so for the person who asked me what is the best language, to be honest, there is not a best language for you. There is many language now, and many of them are important, and there is many frameworks and many projects working with your language. But you have for the first time you have to find what you like. For example, mobile development, web development, but also to be a good developer or to be an engineer, I recommend to start understand the algorithms with the basics, because all people can't make development and develop programs, but not all people can be software engineers and can make clean code and scalable application with a good performance. So you have to understand for the first time algorithms, and then when you start, you will start with any popular language like JavaScript, or you can also start with Dart, and then you will find your path with yourself. I wish I answered you. So let's continue. We said that we have to make container with icon. Okay, so our child is our icon, and we have to make station box folder, exploration, folder, all, and the color it will be our border. Okay, so I try to make it very easy. So this is why I create a component like that, because you have always to create reusable component. As you can see here, there is two for the it two here two container with icons. So I will start for now in the main. Outside is colon. Okay. So the first thing is to icon. What we call it? Widget. Why icon? Call it icon. Buttons. Button. Okay. Here. That's so for the first icon. Icon star. I think stars and the color. Okay. Here we have to pass the color black, but also I recommend to always create your variable of colors. For example, here we have to create style folder, and we create file with your color variables, color one, and then we create class of app color. For now, it's now we can all directly pass colors from black. I want to choose the black color, but I create a file like that because when you have application, you don't have to pass colors like that. So when the designer, for example, change the identity of the solution or the basic color, or if you want to change the color of all this widget with that color, so just you change it one time. And here we will take const color black. Const its type of color, and black colors. Here you have to import material or any. This const. Yes, we have to make it. Okay. So and then we will here we will just call our colors bar black color, I think. Call him exactly black. Yes, because we have to share the variable, so it's depend on the class. You have to make it static, and then this is const. And for the color, we can make also bar. What is the problem here? Why? Because we had this icons. Okay. So here you can see that this is our We have to add it in a row. And here it's let's now make a padding for margin of padding. Margin so okay. See the problem below. Don't understand exactly what's this. Oh, okay. Here, let's do it together. Children, we have to find here one, and then color. Now we have to make separated. So main access environment space here. So this is the first atoms now, and then we will see there's also this its atoms. I will not we will create later, but here there is this all is organism and is composed for molecules. This is the dashatar with this icon and image. This all is an organism with two organisms and one molecules composed sorry, two molecules and one atoms composed an organism. So here, if we want to create, for example, our first molecule is product. Molecules. We do the same thing, but I will make it very easy now to don't waste the time for designing. We have an product. Okay, so will be stable. So product molecule. Okay, important always material for now because we just okay. We need it as a color and I have to make it. So the first thing you have product. Okay, make text product, and we want also to make styling. Also, we for example here we can pass style and create text file like that, but I recommend to create a file with text styling. So text one art. Here we create a class of app text file. I wish you understand what I write, and if there is any question, don't hesitate to ask me. For I have to make it static, and okay, we call it. For example. example, head style. It's not. It's a type of text style. Important material. So, okay, and here example we make font and color. Here size bar. Okay, and then we have this molecules. It's a row text. Don't see anything here. Dash dots. Side. Let's give a width of 10, and then we have our. It's an icon, yes. Okay. We call as you can see here. So I just I will call this icon atom. I don't have to create, for example, another icon or something like that. Icon, 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 check, and this. You have to create always your calls, but now to gain some time, so it's and also the icon color will be green. All of them are constant. Okay, and then we have the image. Also for the image, we have to create a file with our assets. Let's let's don't here in PubSpec I make config of image and create and folder with this. So now we will take the name of this image. And then here we will pass. You can create of course you have to create variables like image and this all colors. So the widget can be always reusable, but here I will call it directly image. At, page. And then I will call this product molecule. in my sorry, just in my here, as you can see, organism in the main. But we have to create all these organs with composed with two molecules. The first molecule is this, and then this. So here, this the text of Tagatars, and now we have icon, and this we have to create as a molecule, and then we'll add to them this. So, for example, let's here in organisms you have to add an products list, for example, and this that it's this is our organism who composed from these two molecules and our atoms product. So here we will call our children. They are the dashboard with icon. This is the row, but the image it's not in the row, it's in the color. That we will call this product molecules here. We have two product molecules. And also we have the atom text. Now, as I said, there is this is a molecule and this is an organism. As you can see here, the organism will be show the text with products and two molecules. We'll call this product list in the main file. So as you can see here, okay, we'll just make start. As you can see here, so just okay, this the image is big, but it's not problem. As you can see here, this all of this, it's an organism, and this organism is composed from two molecules and one atoms. Okay, it's the same thing for the price and the button. We'll do here. There is this is all of them are molecule, and it's composed from two atoms. So I think that all I created is clear. I want just to make it like that, so you understand exactly what I means for from molecule and atom and organisms. Always you can think like that in your design. You have to separate the maximum possible maximum or your logic with your user interface to make the app scalable and make also clean code. So as I said, if you have anything that will be usable in the application many other times, you have to create files of styles like assets, color, text, buttons, snack bar, alerts, notification, all of them. You have to create a file for them, and will be general. And as you can see here, I can add many other things. And if you want to change the style, just make with copy with of the text style and change the font weight or something like that. All the colors, as you can see, is like that. Assets, and now it's as I said, it's not. You don't have to create folders with the name of atoms, molecules, organisms. You just have to separate your widget, and when you will be advanced in creating codes with this method, you don't have to create these folders, but just it help you for the first time to understand how to separate the screen and divide it from atoms, molecules, and organisms. So I will do the same thing to create this widget, but I don't think it's important to continue because it's the same thing for all the logic here. For me, I finish it. If you have any question, you can answer me. I can always be happy to. You can. I always be happy to answer you. Or you can pose your question. I will just take 3 or 5 minutes waiting, and then I will think that there is no question. As I said, this is the first session in MENA I will try to present and to tell developers how to architect your project, because the architecture it's very important as a developer and as a software engineer. Your role is not just for development. Uh, all people can make easy code and easy can make code. It's not really a hard task. It's easy, but you have to make a good architecture as a software engineer. And also there is complexity. The complexity of architecture, it depends from the size and also the complexity of your app. And you have, with experience, you will choose, for example, what is the best state manager for the application, how to divide all your or component, and how to choose, as I said, the method of management of state. All things will be easy when you have a good architecture, and also the application will be very scalable. For now, I think that there is no question. So for me, I finish it, and thank you all for your for you here. Goodbye.